Frog Show, starring America's #1 Dallas Cowboys frog fan, True Blue Frog.
Hello, I am True Blue Frog, and today Azul Frog and I are driving toward Cowboy Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Yay! We had to stop off at the Grand Ole Opry to do a few songs for our big fans. Actually, we were just, busking outside the building. They wouldn't let us inside, and we had to have a cup out there. We're going kind of broke these days, and we're really hungry for money. And we've been asking Felipe, the Down and Out Chili Pepper, for a new contract with more flies, but he's kind of a cheapo, but that's another story. Anyway, so we've been traversing the country and seeing some parts of the games, and also meeting a lot of interesting people and other frogs. But anyway, let's talk about tomorrow's matchup. So we have Ben Roethlisberger, who was injured, but he played really badly. He came back last week against the Chargers, and he played real badly. And but we're gonna see a new Ben Roethlisberger, the new improved Ben Roethlisberger, who can always bounce back from adversity, and he's going to be super tough against the Cowboys. So we have to have a very strong pass rush against him, and make sure that he doesn't get past our linebackers and into our secondary. And speaking of secondary, I don't know. Wait, what am I going to say next? Okay, well, we have a lot of injuries next also. Now, obviously, the big news is that Dez Bryant has a broken finger, but he said, I'm going to play anyway. Yay! Way to go, Dez. Very good. Showing of courage and team resiliency. And hey, how about Claiborne has a concussion test to pass, and but he may also play. And there's also some other players. Let's see, Ratliff is also on IR, or he's not going to IR. I'm just looking at the Cowboys page and plagiarizing from the Cowboys page. And so Ratliff may play too, we don't know. And so we may have Claiborne, we may have Ratliff, and we're definitely going to have Dez Bryant. So I think the Cowboys stand a very good chance of winning this game. And I think the Steelers, being as old and beat up as they often are, and yes, Ben is going to be beat up, but he's going to play super tough. We're going to have to play super tough against him, but we have the home field advantage. This rivalry goes way back to when my great grandfather, what was his name again? Filiberto Panfilo Frog. He came all the way from the Chihuahua area, from the state of Chihuahua, Mexico. He grew up a Cowboy fan when he saw the Cowboys play in Super Bowl 10 in 1976. Can you believe it? I can't. It was so long ago. And he said, oh, that stupid Lynn Swann, and they make such a big deal because he dove for the ball, and Terry Bradshaw and that Mel Blount, he knocked out Golden Richards by breaking his ribs, and they Steelers were a bunch of crybabies because they were always complaining about the Raiders playing dirty and being quote criminal element and all these silly stuff, just because they beat up on Lynn Swann. But they did the same thing to the Cowboys, and they did the same thing to all the other teams too. So don't think that the Steelers of the 70s were nice guys or anything, and neither were the Cowboys of the 70s. The Cowboys of the 70s were a very tough group. The Doomsday Defense with Randy White, my friend Randy White. Big shout out to Randy, the Menster, and with the Too Tall Jones, of course, the late great Harvey Martin, and of course our secondary with Charlie Waters and Cliff Harris, and boy, we had and Benny Barnes, let's not forget, and Mel Renfro, of course. And of course, on the offense, we had Staubach and Drew Pearson. Boy, I watched the film, but it's way, way, way before my time. But I got to hear these stories, thanks, because they were passed down through the generations of frogs from my great, 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 great grandfather. I think I got all the greats in there. Filiberto Panfilo Frog from the great state of Chihuahua, Mexico. And we have an expression in Mexican Spanish, ay Chihuahua. That's what you say, like, oh boy, like when everything's going bad. But now we don't want to say ay Chihuahua tomorrow. We hope the Steelers say ay Chihuahua at the end of the game, because the Cowboys are going to win. Yay! And so I bid you a fond farewell, and Azul Frog and I are approaching Texarkana. That is a really fun town where you drive down the road, and on one side you're in Texas, and on the other side you're in Arkansas. So you can eat at the Whataburger in Texas, or you can eat at the McDonald's in Arkansas. But I'm so sick of McDonald's. Don't even get me started. I don't even know if Zab has kept my job or not. I'm probably fired by now. Who knows? I haven't called him in many, many weeks. Anyway, this has been your friend True Blue Frog, wishing you a very happy and healthy Sunday afternoon of watching football. And by the way, we have, again, unfortunately, in this country, we have yet another terrible tragedy. And I do want to get serious now and say our thoughts and prayers are with all the people who suffered in the terrible tragedy in Connecticut on Friday, the 14th of December. It was such a terrible event, and I hope and pray that people can heal and feel at peace with the situation. It is a terrible situation, and it will be a long time before people will be able to heal. But my thoughts and prayers are with you. We are thinking about you, all of us here from True Blue Frog Productions, or sending our thoughts and prayers to the people of Connecticut. Now, tomorrow, we're going to try to forget the pain and suffering for just a couple of hours and play a little football. So let's get down to it. The Steelers versus the Cowboys, an epic rivalry that goes all the way back to my great grandfather Filiberto. What was his middle name again? Azul? Panfilo. Yeah. Panfilo. Filiberto Panfilo Frog. This has been your friend True Blue Frog and Azul Frog, wishing you a very good week 15 in the NFL. See you later. Bye.
The True Blue Frog Show is sponsored by Hot Dr. Pepper. It's hot.
Happy holidays, that special time of the year to enjoy the festivities. A fun time, the perfect time for hot Dr. Pepper. And it's so easy to prepare. Just heat Dr. Pepper or Diet Dr. Pepper till it steams. Then pour over a thin slice of lemon and serve piping hot. Guests swing right into the holiday mood with distinctively different hot Dr. Pepper. Today, the holiday favorite of the proud crowd. That hot Dr. Pepper difference. Difference? Yes, because Dr. Pepper is not a cola, not a root beer, but a blend of deep fruit flavors. That's why hot Dr. Pepper is the happy holiday idea that pleases everyone.
Relax, refresh, enjoy it now.
Hot Dr. Pepper.
It's Dr. Pepper time.